Meteorologist Cedric Haynes is live at Valley Point Middle School in Whitfield County with some great students. They'll be helping Cedric with today's weather forecast. Let's head back to Whitfield County and to Cedric to see what's going on down there. And it's warming up a little bit out there, so you still have your jacket on, but that doesn't matter. The kids look like they're having a great time, Cedric.
Yes, Latrice, we're having a great time. I do have the jacket on, but I probably can shed this a little later on. It's not too bad out here. The kids, are you guys still cold? No! So there's your updated weather forecast. It definitely is warming up out here. Of course, we've been having a great time this morning. We had a chance to talk all about weather, different weather patterns, and how that affects the weather forecast locally. We talked about the cold start that we have out there and what we're expecting as we go into the afternoon. So it's been a great time so far this morning, and we're going to continue with that as well here. And we'll also take a look at your forecast. So don't worry about that. We'll make sure you get that covered as well. So before we get to that forecast, though, I want to bring in a couple of students here. Come on over here, and we're going to chat again with them. As how are you guys doing today? Good. So, all right, come on in a little closer here and tell us what's your name and what grade you're in.
Isaac, and I'm in 6th grade.
All right, Isaac. So tell us a little bit about what was your favorite part, or what was the most important thing you learned this morning when we talked about weather?
Maybe my favorite part was learning why we never get snow.
Okay. Would you like to share that with the viewers out there? Because I'm sure they want to know too.
The reason we don't have snow, since we're surrounded by mountains, all the heat gets close up around here, and instead of going up, all the hot air goes up. All the cold air goes up. It goes down. And whenever it goes down, it gets hot.
That's right. We call that downsloping. That's a great term right there. And I'll tell you what, that's a great definition, because believe me, trust me, no one out there, there are a lot of people that will ask me that question. Why don't we get snow? See, now you can give them a good answer, the good scientific answer. So we appreciate that. Now tell us what your name is and what grade you're in.
My name's Fernando, and I'm in 6th grade.
All right, Fernando. So tell us a little bit about what all you learned this morning. What was most important, and what do you think people should know out there?
My favorite part is when you taught me a new word. Collection is like another word for runoff. And,
yeah. Now tell us, for folks that may not know, what is that a part of, and why is that so important?
It's important because it's part of the water cycle, and after precipitation, it just keeps looping to keep continuing.
That's right. Keeps continuing. That's why we call it a cycle, because it just goes in a cycle, and that's how weather really works. So those are two very important things there. Now, of course, not to put you guys on the spot or not, but Isaac, just tell me a little bit about what's your favorite part about attending here at Valley Point Middle School so far this year.
My favorite thing about attending Valley Point Middle is that all the teachers are just really comfortable being here in this new school.
All right. Now, tell us, so it's a new school. What has been your favorite thing about the school in general so far?
Just all the teachers, really.
Okay. That's always good. It's great when you have great teachers out there. Trust me, I know. It's always important. All right, then. So tell us, Fernando, what has kind of been your favorite thing so far this year?
My favorite part is teachers as well,
Okay.
since they've been nice and kind to everyone.
Oh, that's always good. Now tell us, do you happen to have a favorite teacher out there?
She's right next to you.
What'd you say, Isaac?
She's right next to you right there.
Oh, who's right there?
Miss Tomlinson.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, she's got a great shout out. And it's not just because she's right there next to them either. So that's good. I promise there. So, all right, guys, let's talk a little weather here. Any idea on what the forecast is going to be as we go throughout the rest of the week?
I might think it's going to be a little hot.
Okay.
I feel it's going to be more warm instead of cold. Like, kind of cold in the morning, but after that, it's going to be warm.
All right. Well, let's take a look at it. Let's go ahead and go right to the graphics here. We'll show you what's going on the big picture. We've got that big blue H, the area of high pressure that's out there across the area, ushering in that northwesterly flow, and that is giving us a cool down right now. But notice the sunshine. That's going to help warm us up today. It's not very warm, upper 40s, low 50s, so it is well below normal. But look at this afternoon, all that sunshine, temperatures into the upper 50s to lower 60s. That's about 15 degrees below normal, but we'll take it. It'll be a nice afternoon if you're in the sunshine. We get the sunshine for Wednesday back near 70 for a high, and then it gets much warmer as we go towards this week and the weekend. So, again, if you've been out and about, it's been a cool start to the week, but don't worry, because as we go into the afternoon, the temperatures will definitely begin to warm up out there, so that's going to be some great news. So, guys, you guys were correct there. It looks like it's going to get warmer as we go throughout this week, so I'm telling you, you guys really paid attention this morning. Going to take my job, but that's the way things are shaping up for now here from Valley Point Middle School. We'll be back with your full forecast in just a moment, but guys, you want to send it back into the studio? Back to you, Latrice.
Thank you so much, and thanks to all your helpers, those great students out there as well. Welcome back. Meteorologist Cedric Haynes is not in the studio today because he is live at Valley Point Middle School in Whitfield County, and that's where we're going right now. He is joined by some great students, and you know, we were saying, Cedric, it got off to a chilly start, but it's sunny out there, a nice day, and students were saying some of them already shedding those jackets. Tell us more about what's going on down there today.
Yes, Latricia, I'll tell you what, this jacket probably will be coming off very soon. Guys, is it warming up out here? Yeah! There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it is definitely warming up out here, and we've had a great time as we've been here talking weather throughout the morning, talking about different weather patterns and how that really affects our weather locally here, even all around us here. We talked about high pressure, low pressure, what that means for our weather. We talked about the wind direction and what that means for our temperatures, and we just had a great time here, also talking about different weather history when it comes from the barometer and all the other different weather tools. So it's just been a great afternoon, and we're going to continue that trend, and we're going to talk to a couple more students. We will have a look at your forecast as well coming up. But first, let me talk to a few students. Guys, tell us, first of all, just tell us your name and what grade you're in.
I'm Jennifer Jen and I'm in 6th grade.
All right. Now, tell us a little bit about what was your favorite part about today so far?
Maybe learning about new stuff about the weather.
Okay. Now, tell us, what's your name and what grade you're in?
I'm Valerie Garcia, and I'm in 6th grade.
All right. Now, tell us a little bit about, we talked about the weather. What's the one thing that you learned that you did not know about before we talked today about the weather?
That sleet was considered precipitation.
Oh, okay. That's a good one right there. Now, here's a quiz here. There's a little quick quiz here. But do you remember the other precipitation types?
Only remember sleet and rain.
Sleet and rain. Well, that's 2 of the 4 right there. Of course, remember, freezing rain, and what's the other one? Everybody loves the other one. It falls from the sky. What's that?
Snow.
Yeah, I knew. See, I get a little hint, and it makes it easier. Now, tell us, what's kind of your favorite thing so far this year about coming to Valley Point Middle School? What is your favorite? What do you love most about coming here and it stands out to you?
The wonderful teachers we have here and the new friends I made this year.
That's always good. Friends and great teachers. I'm telling you, that is the recipe right there for success and everything. Now tell us a little bit about kind of what's your favorite thing about school and what is it that you really love this year so far?
Lunch.
Lunch. Hey, I'll tell you what. Now, this is a person, we're on the same calendar, lunch. That's always important. What's your favorite lunch thing they serve here?
Pizza.
Pizza. See, yeah, we had pizza back in the day. I bet your pizza is a little better than our pizza was back then, but it was still good. We liked it back then. So, as you go throughout the rest of this year, of course, you guys are going to be still learning as you got a couple more weeks in school left to go. What's something that you're looking forward to or hoping to accomplish as we get throughout the year?
The milestones to be good at it and to pass grades.
That's always key. That is always key. Is there anything that you're looking forward to as we go into the year?
Summer.
Summer. Hey, I'll tell you what, lunch and summer. That's the way. Hey, I'll tell you what, you sound like me back when I was in school. Well, let's talk about that weather a little bit here for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the graphics because the radar right now looks pretty good. So as we walk a look at that radar, it's looking pretty good out there for you. As we check out the satellite picture, you'll be able to see again, it's also looking pretty good. Notice the clear skies. We've got cobalt blue skies out there looking pretty good. It's high pressure. The big blue H, our friend, is sitting on top of us. That northwesterly flow ushering in that cooler, more refreshing air out there. But again, that sunshine is pretty nice. We got upper 40s and lower 50s all across the Tennessee Valley. These temperatures, yeah, they're about 15 to 20 degrees below normal for this time of the year. I know the calendar says we're well into spring, but it doesn't feel like it today. Upper 50s to lower 60s, again, about 15 degrees below normal with all that sunshine. But look at this, as we go throughout the week, here comes the humidity, dew points close to 60 as the temperatures rise. So that means we're going to be warming it up. So we're talking temperatures that'll be in the lower 60s today, but we're going to be into the 70s as we get towards your Wednesday, and we're talking temperatures in the 80s by the weekend. So get ready for a very spring-like into the week. So again, we're here live at Valley Point Middle School having a great time talking about the weather. Kids, are you having a great time? Yeah! There you go. It's a good time out here, folks. We'll send it back in to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Cedric, and thanks to all the students there as well. Let's go back to Cedric Haynes in Whitfield County at Valley Point with the students. Cedric.
Well, good afternoon, Latrice. I'll tell you what, we've been having a great time out here. And I just got to point out something here. The teachers were pointing this out to me. I have not looked back to really see this yet, but apparently there's Cedrics all over the crowd here. So I'm enjoying that. Thank you, guys. You can make a little noise there with Cedric. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. I'll tell you what. I didn't know I had such a life-size I'm going to have to take those home with me. But, hey, anyway, let's talk about what we're doing here. We're here to talk about weather, and we've been having a great time. Valley Point Middle School here in Whitfield County, and they've just been great. The staff, the students have been great. They've been out here making a lot of noise, using a lot of energy throughout the day, and it's just been great. And we got a chance to talk about weather this morning, and that was the main purpose of being here, is really to talk about different weather patterns, how it affects us, talk about what causes the different weather patterns to happen, and really just to learn more about the science of weather. And so we'll be able to bring that here to the folks is just great. Now joining me, we got a few more students to chat with here. So first off, just tell everybody your name and what grade you're in.
My name's Yuritsi Mendoza, and I'm in 6th grade.
All right. Now tell us a little bit about just what was the main thing that you learned today when we talked about weather?
So like freezing rain and like different type of things of science, stuff like that from weather.
Okay. Now, when you talk about weather, what's probably the most important thing to you about weather and science?
The most important thing to me is basically seeing if we have like cold fronts or warm fronts coming into Dalton, Georgia, stuff like that.
Okay. Now, why is that important? What is the difference between those?
So like cold front, that means cold weather is coming, and warm fronts, that means we have warm weather.
Oh, there you go. All right. Yes, he's definitely gunning for my job right now, but that's okay. So I gotta study up so I can answer those questions too. All right. Tell us everybody your name and what grade you're in.
I'm Jackson. I'm in 6th grade.
All right, Jackson. So Jackson, tell me a little bit about what was your favorite thing that you learned today about weather, or the most important thing?
Probably the freezing rain.
Okay. Now, why was that important, or what did you learn about that?
Because I didn't know it existed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Until now.
Okay, now that's a good point, because there are a lot of people out there that did not know that. When you ask them what are the 4 main precipitation types, freezing rain, that's one of them, and a lot of people can tell you that. So that's a good thing to learn, and it means that we're evolving with science there to learn that type of stuff there. So, of course, the weather patterns are always changing, but if you had to take a guess, what do you think the weather is going to be like for the rest of this week?
Probably sunny.
Probably sunny. Okay. You know what?
With a breeze.
With a breeze, that's pretty good. Sunny with a bit of a breeze, so this is good right here. So now, do you play football or?
Football, yeah.
Okay, what position you play?
O-line.
O-line, okay, very important. O-line, hey, that clears the way right there. So that's important. So tell us, what's your favorite thing about football and playing here at Valley Point Middle School?
Probably just playing with my friends.
Okay. Now, why is that fun or important? What is so special about that?
Because we just get to play around, throw the football, have a good time.
That's always good. Now tell everybody your name and what grade you're in.
Victoria, and I'm in 6th grade.
All right. Now, what do you got there? What's going on here? Who is that?
I don't know. I'm not
Show
sure.
the folks at home. I don't really recognize the person, but okay. But I may be a little better pick, but that's okay. We're gonna work on it. That's okay. All right. I didn't have my makeup on that day, but tell everybody a little bit about just what was your favorite thing that you learned today, and what was so special about today.
I think what was special about today was just learning more about weather and how high and low pressure affects the weather a lot.
That's right, especially around here. Now, if you had to take a guess on the weather forecast for the weekend, what would you say based upon what you learned today?
I'd also say I think it'd be sunny, and I think it'd be a little chilly in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, you're right on that. It's going to be another chance of a little patchy frost tomorrow morning, so you're right about that. Now, let's show everybody what's going on with the weather. As we take a look at the big picture, you'll be able to see here, again, we've got high pressure, the big blue H that's in charge of the weather, and that's giving us some nice weather right now with sunshine, that northwesterly breeze that you heard about. It is definitely out here. Temperatures way below normal. We're in the 50s now. That's some good news. Slowly but surely warming. We should climb into the upper 50s to lower 60s this afternoon with lots of sunshine, the cobalt blue skies, and that low humidity that's out there. But the humidity, notice it starts to creep up as we head towards the weekend into next week. We get those dew points to measure moisture in the air back into the lower 60s. So get ready for a not only warmer but more humid pattern heading our way as well. So here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast here. You'll be able to see low 60s below normal now, but as we get towards the end of the week, notice temperatures into the 80s as we start to warm things back up. So overall, we've got some changes heading our way in the weather pattern. So we're here live one more time. Can I hear from our friends here at Valley Point Middle School? Make some noise. It's been a great afternoon out here, and I'll tell you what, we've got a chance to really talk about weather, have a good time, and, well, we got good weather as well. So now we'll send it back in to you guys, but yeah, you guys are missing out on all the fun.
We are missing out on the fun. You know, Curtis is back here behind the camera, and we're talking about, like, Cedric's having a great time down there with the students there at Valley Point. And Cedric, they were actually paying attention when you were asking them about what they learned and, you know, high pressure, low pressure, and the different forms of precipitation. So they were listening today.
Yes, they have, and they've been doing great. And I'll tell you what, it's amazing how much they've even talked to me about when the questions that they asked, some of the great questions and things that they already know about weather and science. And we got a chance to do a couple of experiments, had plenty of volunteers and helpers to help out with that as well. So we just had a great time.
Well, great again. So to all the students there at Valley Point, tell them they did a great job. We enjoyed watching and learning about all the things that are going on down there at that wonderful school. And Cedric, thank you, and thanks to all of our viewers for joining us today for Local 3 News at noon.